Thank you for an excellent question. If a person is gay and is only with people of the same sex, we're going to say gender here, we're not going to say sex, does that make them heterophobic? And the answer is no. But before I say that, I want to get into the fact that I really believe that very few people in the world are 100% straight or 100% gay, that most people are somewhere along a very large spectrum. And if they were just honest with themselves, truly honest with themselves, then they would see that. They would see that they're somewhere on the spectrum and that it's rare to actually be on the absolute extreme of either side. But that being said, your sexual orientation is your orientation towards a particular gender. So if you are a gay man, then you like other men. Nothing wrong with that. You're not excluding anyone based on their sexual orientation at all. Doesn't mean you don't like straight men. You probably might still like straight men. But here's the issue, is that if you decide that you would never date a bi man, so even though that man would date you, you would not date them purely for the fact that they're bi, that is biphobic, because that is excluding someone based on their orientation. And that's what it becomes a little bit of a tricky situation. That's why, like, there's this super straight nonsense, which is an absolute bullshit orientation that doesn't actually exist, that people made up because they wanted to try to be transphobic in a different way. And it's entirely transphobic because it's saying that they wouldn't date someone who's trans. And that has nothing to do with anything other than being transphobic and being exclusionary. So, and we'll keep with someone being gay as the example of this, is obviously applies to straight people, whomever. But like, if a gay man dates men, that's fine. They're not heterophobic. If a gay man won't date someone who's a trans man, then yes, there's transphobia. They need to unpack why and work on that, because that is an exclusionary issue. If they won't date a bi man, that is biphobia, and they need to really work on that as well. So these are things that people can need to work on, but just the fact that they have a sexual orientation does not automatically make them phobic, as long as it's a genuine sexual orientation, unlike that super straight bullshit. I hope that helps, and this is Bacon.